a success in my. That should be like an F plus. That's what my fucking rating should be. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh man, the giants are falling. Next, I'm gonna find out something horrifying. Like another. Who's the next giant to fall? Okay. I've spoken about this before, right? I said that 2024 was very clearly demarcated on the YouTube zodiac sign as the year of the pedophile, right? It's the year of the pedophile. We had like all these people posting about pedophilia and being outed, Dr. Disrespect, Drake, everyone. The clock has now ticked over to 2025. It's the year of the liar now. Who's next? Who's next to be sacrificed? Who's willing to volunteer as tribute? Next is going to be Asmongold, and his room is actually a studio, and he streams from a $2 million mansion. Yeah, and you find out that McConnell's like in the basement sucking his toes every night. And like he's got like 4 butlers walking around his house. And like every single day, the butlers fuck the house up on purpose. Or at least components of it, so it's a studio. Jesus Christ. That'll be devastating. Let's move on to the next issue. Now, this one hits me on a personal level. Right? We've had this conversation before. We've spoken about this before. To give you some context, I started playing Guild Wars 2 on stream, right? I started looking into Viewbotting because of Guild Wars 2. Primarily because of what was happening with Mukluk, right? He had asked permission. Well, no, he hadn't asked permission. He had spoken to another Guild Wars 2 streamer who had a personal website where they embedded their stream. Mukluk then had his stream embedded on that website as well. So Guildgen was the one where Mukluk had his stream embedded there. Now Nike, being the little bitch that he was making these very esoteric, sideways jabs, but not really mentioning Mukluk by name, right? Yeah, it was Valen. That's who it was. I looked into this. Blue Squadron looked into this. Blue Squadron went a lot harder on the paint when it came to viewbotting and embedding than I did. And I think that's primarily because Blue Squadron has way more experience with this than I did at the time. This prompted me, after watching Blue Squadron's reaction to the entire thing, to start digging into viewbotting and to start doing like a bunch of like research on it, seeing how bad it was, seeing what data I could pull, what I couldn't pull. Not anything any of you couldn't do in your spare time. And it got me feeling real doomerish, right? This made me feel really fucking bad looking into this, because any of the viewbotting that you saw from Mukluk, from Valen, from Nike, from anyone else is such a small fucking drop in the bucket. So Muck is evil. No, the way Mukluk was looking at embedding was he was looking at like, well, Guild Wars 2 players are going to go to the Guild Wars 2 site anyway, so if I'm embedding them, maybe I can get a few extra real viewers going through that website who would then want to watch my stream, which is perfectly reasonable. Nike didn't just do sideways jabs. He did an entire 40-minute video screaming at Buck. Yeah, but those 40-minute videos didn't do anything. They didn't say anything. He could have spent 5 seconds making a video and it would have amounted to the same thing. Why would Muck be associated with Guildgen after stating such horrible shit on your interview? I don't remember what horrible shit Valen actually stated. To me, it sounded like Valen was like, I'm going to viewbot. No one's going to stop me from doing this viewbotting thing because they are actually real people going to the website, and I'm only going to give a fuck if Twitch does anything about it. Now, Darren's got up his ass about it, which is fair. It was pissing him the fuck off. Right? And so Darren's went hard on the paint. So if you're looking for anyone who's gone hard on the paint and has the entire story, you probably want to go find Darren's channel with Guild Wars 2, because he's gone way harder on the paint than I ever have. At some point, Mukluk just put his hands up and he said, look, I didn't know this was such a big issue. I want my stream removed from Guild Gen. I'm walking away. I'm not dealing with this. Which is fair. I understand. He did the right thing. He was a professional about it. Very nice and PG. Valen said he's going to viewbot and embed until someone else does something about it. And then Twitch did something about it. Twitch decided this is not fucking on. He got reported enough times that they took it down. Now, I want to make something clear. Muckluck's view account was barely touched by the viewbotting, by the embedding, by any of that shit. Right? Muckluck streams and his view account is exactly where it was before and after. Valen actually improved. So unless Valen started actively viewbotting, if we go here and we look at Valen's views, but from what I can tell, Valen was doing fine. Valen didn't need that. And it looks like here he was like, fuck this, I'm not streaming on Guild Wars 2. So in my opinion, when Valen was streaming on Twitch, the embedding was a cope. He didn't need it. He didn't need it to be streaming. It looked like he was going to be doing fine. And when the viewbot was pulled down, when I looked at it after the embedding was pulled down, he was actually doing better. He had more viewers than he did previously. So unless he did something like botting in the background, which I don't think he would do blatant botting if he's only willing to do embedding, right? I think it was holding him back. It was like a fucking cope. He didn't need it. Now, what do I consider viewbotting? I consider viewbotting to be embedding. Right? I consider that to be cheating the system. I consider viewbotting to be you go and buy a bunch of views, like every little pussy-ass bitch fucking botted comment piece of shit that you see on Kick, where there's a bunch of retards going there and being like, I'll help you out for $1,000. We could get you to 25 viewers or any of that shit. That's just fucking scam shit. That's just scam fucking trash. That is my background into this, is entering from the Guild Wars 2 perspective. After this whole debacle went down, after no one cared about it anymore, after everyone gave up on this shit, I started, doing a little bit of research into viewbotting. How common is viewbotting? How many people seem to be viewbotting? What does viewbotting actually look like? Right? And like baseline, it's usually you got a super slow chat, but there's 500 fucking people watching you. People just had an extra bias against Valen plus Gen because they were racist in competitive game modes. I don't even know if they were oh, that's why you got it in commas. Yeah, it didn't seem like they were racist. It seems like they said the word monkey, and then someone who got offended decided to run with that and try and ruin their fucking lives. For the most part, it just seemed that like they didn't give a fuck, or at least Valen didn't give a fuck. The biggest offender that I found of any kind of viewbotting ever is this fucking guy right here. I think he's on Kick, actually. This guy seems to bot fucking thousands of views. Thousands. That is the worst example I've seen. And unfortunately, this is the way I now view botting, specifically on Twitch. And this is also kind of why I was looking into VTubers and stuff. If this is the Twitch environment, right? This is the line of profitability. Below this line is everyone, me included, right? I'm like down here somewhere, right? But Muckluck, Loco, fucking Blue Squadron, God, who else? Sawman, anyone here are the people who are streaming, but not viewbotting. If we look at the top highest percentage viewership, of this highest percentage, and this is my basic research, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just looking into it, data sets, working off of assumptions, all of that shit. Yeah, not that good. That right there, of the top streamers, is what I believe are the people who are not viewbotting. I'm willing to bet that approximately 80% of the people who are highest views. Extra Life's a good example as well. He got outed as a viewbot very quickly. But I'm willing to bet that all of these fuckers are viewbotting. Every single one of them. So I want you to know this, the game is rigged. If you want to be a winner, ABC, always be cheating. If you were a VTuber, what would you be?
Isn't it obvious? Obviously, I would be a tight little fucking underage girl with oversized titties playing RuneScape, Faith. Do you have no faith in the Emperor? I will viewbot like a god. No one will catch me. I will pray to all four Chaos Gods and Dan Clancy's fucked up little penis.
I'd probably do a Space Marine. That would be cool as fuck. I think a Space Marine VTuber would be... oh man, there's so much meme potential there. That's the way I see it. If I wasn't going to do that, I think I would VTube as a black man. I don't know why I say that. It just feels right in my core. People doing this fucked up thing where they buy views and they buy like bots to come into their channel and post just random emotes. I count that as viewbotting. That's all rigged. The entire game is fucking rigged. And we're going to start with the old videos because this started a while ago. Here it is. This is where we're going to start this. Is right here because this is the guy you were just talking about.
Seeing how Twitch reacts to this. If they do nothing, it's open season. Well, it's always been open season on Twitch. I don't know why you pretend it's not. But it's complicated by the fact that he's spoken several times about his relationship with Twitch's CEO. By the way, before we even get into this, just to remind everybody, Twitch's CEO is completely aware of individuals who viewbot on that platform. From people that use Big Viewbot.
There is no fucking way that Dan Gooner Clancy does not know who the fuck is viewbotting. And do you know why I think they allow it? I think they allow it because they know that if they did anything about the viewbotting shit, that they would actively kill their entire fucking platform and chase away every single advertiser under the sun. With that being said, where is it? You see this post made by Twitch? A quick update on view counts. We have teams and tech dedicated to ensuring that the views that show up on the channel reflect actual viewership and aren't artificially inflated in any way. Ultimately, metrics on Twitch should represent the real and growing communities that show up and participate on channels, so we regularly update detection mods and methods. Tools and methods. We recently made changes that meaningfully improve our ability to identify viewbots, inauthentic viewership, and other potentially fake engagement. These changes will roll out over the next few weeks, so if your channel was viewbotted, or if some of your views are artificial or inflated, you will see an impact on your channel's view count. This also means that third-party sites that publish unverified Twitch view counts are going to see changes to that data over time. We recognize that viewbotting can be out of the streamer's control. In making these changes, our goal is to improve experiences for both streamers and viewers. You know what this post is? In my opinion, in my fucked up little world, with how much faith I have in Twitch, this was not made for you. This was made so that a bunch of investors and advertisers look at this post and say, oh, okay, they're doing something about it. And then they're going to do fucking nothing. They're going to make one or two, they're going to have like one or two sacrificial lambs and they're not going to touch the rest of them. Because if they touch any of these people doing this shit, it's going to chase advertisers away. So I think this is about making sure advertisers feel comfy wasting money on Twitch. And not a single fucking one of them is going to face any consequences whatsoever. That's the way I see this. And you know what it's going to do for the viewbotters? For the people who are viewbotted? For, let's say there's some titty streamer out there who's got like a gooning fan who really wants to see her succeed and he viewbots for her and she doesn't actually know about it. It's going to give all those streamers false confidence. But follow the fucking money, because none of this right here means anything until we see meaningful change. I consider all of that to be a big pile of fucking bullshit, and I don't think they're going to do a goddamn thing about it. Because the second, if they show that 80% of all these people who are their top streamers who make any money off of sponsorship or advertising at all are scamming people with viewbots, that destroys the website and chases away all advertisers. So you're going to have a bunch of people who are false confident now because, but Twitch made a statement, guys, and nothing happened to my channel. So everyone's going to believe that, all their viewers are legitimate when they're not. Viewbotters are going to realize that they're perfectly safe, and Twitch is going to keep on milking advertisers of fake money, like scamming them for money. That's the way I see this going. That's my very cynical take on this. Let's continue.
Bots to individuals that also use embedding on the platform. He's aware of these things. They're not lost as to who's doing it. It makes them look better and more credible. This is why they sell the ad rates they do.
I got money, bro.
Yes.
These viewers, bro, I can make 12,000 people come in here right now. All I gotta do is just swipe my card. I can have 100,000. I can have 15.
Do you see? He's so fucking blatant about it.
15,000 viewers in here right now in 5 minutes. And then 20.
And thankfully, Rose doesn't have to worry about advertisers because they run for the hills. They've already run for the hills a few times. I've gotten so many messages of sponsors being like, we'd like to work with you. And then I'm like, yo, you might want to check my channel first. And then they're like, we wouldn't like to work with you. I applied to try and get like a sponsorship from Starforge because I thought it would be really cool if I could do a thing where I gave away a PC to someone. And they were like, look, you have enough numbers that you could maybe give away some peripherals and stuff. But yeah, we saw your content and we never want to hear from you again. And I was like, God fucking damn it. I thought you people were on the side of the gamers. What advertisers will work with Rose is crazy. There's only one. And that's dildo sellers, probably. Because they don't give a shit.
20 and then 30 and then run all my reruns for 30 days off the ads and double my money.
And not only that, he's just talking about the view bots. You can run chat bots as well. You can run sub bots now, where you can pay a certain amount and they can gift you subs and you can get into individual accounts can sub and you can get gifted subs so you can get into the higher tier programs.
That's how easy it is to run these numbers on here, bro. This shit, like, it's like 20 niggas in here that's real. It might be 40 niggas in here, bro. I bet.
What's my view count? Guys, I'm as big as a rapper. I'm as big as a motherfucking rapper. Just when you think you're failing, you realize you're at the top.
This is going to turn into YouTube before the adpocalypse. Oh, it's already becoming a problem. Why do you think advertisers keep fucking...
Why can he say it but not me? No, you can say it. Your best hope of saying it is to move into a low-income neighborhood, Devilus, and yell it from the sidewalk as people walk by. And then you'll realize, oh, I can say it. And then when you're in hospital, try and say it again to the nurse.
Pulling out of Twitch because they'll run these multi-million-dollar deals over there to what is advertised as a certain amount of numbers. And they're like, what? We are getting no attention on these products. It's because a lot of it's Viewbot.
Not 6,800, not people that I can talk to and I can respond and fuck with me now. I got a whole nother system where I can make the computer talk to me too and say, Ray, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. They responded to me.
So for anyone who doesn't know what Ebonics just said here, he's basically saying he can go and buy views and then he can like select the fucking option thing to get views so that like it like puts fucking emotes and shit in the chat. Right? So in order to make fake accounts look real, you can use a bot that makes the account look real by posting random shit in the chat. It's vicious.
Me and the computer going back and forth just to camouflage it if I want to.
People pretend it's anything new. It's not even just he can do this.
Everyone.
Sponsors can do this. Brands pushing a brand campaign.
Not just sponsors. Okay, I want you guys to take a wild guess. Who is the most guilty of viewbotting? Of any organization that operates in live streaming. We talked about them recently. VTubing organizations are the most guilty of this shit because they've got the highest incentive to try and push people to the top as quickly as possible. And the whole idea is if you've got a new VTuber, you can make it look like botting is part of your advertising campaign. So what you do is you got a manager who bots onto one channel and then starts re-syndicating stuff. So as one VTuber goes offline, if you've got a new up-and-coming star that's definitely got great and wonderful, definitely organic growth, you just push 25,000 fucking bots into their chat. And then you have a whole bunch of headlines that a bunch of retards make. Wow, amazing new VTuber who came out of nowhere. First stream, 25,000 viewers. No one's ever done this before. There you go. There you fucking go.
To a certain group of viewers can do this. And they have done this, by the way. That's not like conspiracy theory. There's been brands and there's been management companies that they pick up a certain creator, and then just magically their number goes from 500 to 750 to 1,500 to 2,000. But you're not going to notice any difference as long as the chat's going at a consistent rate. It doesn't. You can't tell the difference between them.
From the beginning,
the worst part about this is if you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you're a streamer or you're a VTuber or whatever, and you're part of one of these organizations, no one tells you shit. So you don't know that the views are botted, and you think that many people actually really give a shit about you. That's the scary part.
I had 200 niggas, then I had 1,000, then I had like 1,200 and 1,300. Now this number doesn't ever change. Think about it. That number never changes. That's power. That's just niggas with money like me that understand algorithms.
I don't know what he's supposed to mean by that.
I can spend 20,000 on these viewers. I'm gonna make 40.
Yep.
Just the ads.
There you go.
The sad thing, he's not fucking wrong. That's the bad thing about this.
See, that's how that works, right? So you run ads on your channel, right? So I'm waiting for the Spiffing Brit video about this, where what you do, right, is you buy a bunch of bots for like, let's say 10K because you've got infinite money and you don't have to think about food or living or expenses or whatever, right? You then set your Twitch up to run ads, right, at a rate of maybe fucking, I don't know, 8 minutes every hour, right? I'll show you Twitch's interface on this just now, right? Advertisers think that these bots, let's say it's, I don't know, 15,000, like 1,000, I don't know, 15,000 is about right? So 15,000 bots that are posting into the chat so it looks real, right? And then they're just posting random shit that goes into here. These advertisers see this, they see a CPM that's attached to this, and they think, wow, 15,000 people watched an 8-minute ad thing that has to do with my advertising agency. Surely we're going to resyndicate some percentage of that based on our ads back to this, right? So like maybe we're going to get like 1,000 people to go look at our product because we did this. So we're going to pay out 25K to the streamer because 25K is nothing to us, right? Expenses minus profits, you've now got 15K. Guess where that 15K is going? That's going into now 20,000 viewers for the next stream. Oh my God, this person's popping the fuck off. Oh my shit, we better pay them 35K this time. Oh my God, I can't believe everyone looked at our fucking tampons. Whoa! And advertisers get fucked in this equation. So what he's saying is 100% correct. Honestly based, fuck advertisers. So here, let me show you the back end, right? Ads, right? I've set ads as low as fucking possible. And they'll still force you to watch 30 seconds on this horse shit, right? Now, what I could do if I was going to be a rat fuck is I could bump this all the way up to 22 minutes of ads every hour. Now, if I've got a bunch of botted fucking views and I'm running 20 fucking minutes of ads, what's that? 246. So 1/3 of my stream is just ads. And you're botting that and you've got 20,000 views. How much money is that? How much cash is that? These advertisers are getting fucking rinsed. And agreed, fuck ads. Fuck all that dog shit. Hold on, what's that? I've never seen this before. Display stream ads. Enable to run stream display. You're fucked. Don't put more shit on there. Don't put more fucking ads on my channel. Well, fuck you. So they're just rinsing advertisers. And Twitch is obviously not going to report this shit to the advertiser because why would they? They're already a non-profitable company. Now they must lose more money? Holy shit. Fuck no. There's a way to not get ads, but I'm guessing you still want them because they do give you some money. Ads give me no money, vagabond. I've put ads so low, and I've got such a low view account because I'm a literal nobody that they give me nothing. Ads give me no money, and I think everyone should use an ad blocker. I'm a huge advocate for an ad blocker.
And like you guys are reacting to it from a larger creator level, but the reality is there's been plenty of smaller communities where they've tried to just get at least ahead of the competition a little bit by getting them into the partner program using these fucking bots. They essentially utilize these bots to get them to a certain point, and they just use the platform to make the money back and covers the cost. They're not even taking it out of the pocket. Yeah, they've been botting music forever.
I'm gonna break even with the 20 that I spent so I can do it every month. Sometimes we be in here.
Here's the really fucked up part about this. And I could technically, theoretically do this, right? So my average view account on Twitch, I looked this up the other day. My average view account sits somewhere around like maybe 40, right? On Twitch. If I wanted to become a stream partner on Twitch, I have to have an average of 75 viewers. That means I'd only have to bot 35 people. And I could become a Twitch partner. How fucked is that? And I'd probably get away with it too because it's such a low number. It's fucking sickening.
We run the reruns and we just be in here talking shit, just doing it. If a nigga didn't have the power, they'd be in here with this 7,000 people like this. We don't want to lose y'all niggas. We don't want to lose you. We don't want to lose you. Gotta keep you niggas. That'll never change. My 7,000 viewers won't change. I don't have to say I can stop talking.
First off, what are these guys doing? This guy's just smoking a blunt, scrolling TikTok behind. He's got a bottle of alcohol. Like, are they? Is this him live streaming?
Yeah. So when niggas say, yo, for a 6K chat, it's very slow. I know, nigga. So here's what these other lame ass niggas do. They add an extra 3 components that make their chat move faster, so it evens out. I'm like, I don't gotta do that because I'm not lying to y'all niggas. I'm just showing you the power of bread and of algorithms. You wanna go through
I'm not lying to you, I'm just lying to advertisers. I actually kind of based. At least, you know what? Of all the things, at least this guy's honest enough to just fucking say it. How many big streamers do you think would be willing to admit that they viewbot the shit out of their stuff? I bet like that number is so fucking small. I bet it's him and like one other guy. If people really wanted to fuck over Twitch, they'd make notes of every single company that runs ads on Twitch and contact each one en masse and detail them how much Twitch is lying and taking their money. Yeah, but you need to do like a mass email thing. You need to get enough fat Karens together to email every single company because one email is not going to do it. They're just going to think this is one crazy guy. But if a bunch of people are doing it, all of a sudden then it becomes a problem. From what Tecton and Asmongold have said, ads on Twitch give no money right now. Yeah, there's no point. There's literally no point to running ads. There's literally 0 point. I calculated this on stream once. That I think it's something like 20,000% higher revenue on ads from Kick than Twitch, which is fucking insane. Considering how much bigger Twitch is, at least for now, than Kick. Add in politics, political, and controversial tags. Advertisers hate those. Yeah, of course they do.
24-hour running ads. At a certain time, if you're running 15 ads every hour at every 4.5 minutes.
What?
Unless you're going crazy, there's time slots where you can't run 15 ads because 15 companies didn't buy 15 slots. So you can't.
It just facts. That guy has no idea what he's talking about.
15 ads because 15 companies didn't buy 15 slots. So
Facts.
you can't.
That dude has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, that dude in the background, he's high as balls. He is not going to remember this conversation.
He's just saying, he's spitting right now.
Add that number up every time. If I run these ads and then I get the 15 hours, you have to drop off like 60% of your projection to give you a realistic look. And then you drop off another 25% to give you your exact number. It doesn't matter what kind of content Green Laker. It doesn't.
Okay, I think what he's trying to say is telling you specifically, essentially how to view buy during a certain period. You want to spike up to your highest and then like let them die off after a certain amount of time. Let them die off.
Matter if you controlling.
Oh fuck! I didn't think of that. Oh Jesus! Of course they can do that. They can make it look like a natural peak because you don't have to do all the bots at once. You could slowly trickle in the bots one at a time based on a timing thing and then let them fall off. Oh, fucking genius. Oh my God. Oh, fucking goddamn. This guy just gave the whole game away of how to do this. That's genius. Oh my God.
The views, you're doing it for a 30-day subathon. Your ads, as long as they meet the 15 times every hour, you're going to convert. If it meets 10 to 6 to 8, just planning a projection, you're still going to double your profit. So if I'm going to double my profit for 10,000 and I got $4 million in my account, why wouldn't I put 2 million right there next month and make?
Man, Black Science Man here is blowing my fucking mind. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Famous musician Neil deGrasse Tyson here is fucking killing it. He's doing math. He's proving a point about something. I want all the racists in chat to know. This man is proving that black people can do math. All you have to do is put it in terms of money, and all of a sudden, all of them know what the fuck's going on. Math teachers in the hood need to start being like, if you have $2.55 and Tyrone borrows $1.25 and says he's going to repay you at a rate of 10% a day until he repays the entire thing plus interest. What's the answer? And every hand shoots up. They immediately know what the fucking answer is. All they need to see is a dollar sign next to their money, next to the fucking math, and all of a sudden, every low-income fucking neighborhood has the best mathematicians on planet Earth.
5. It's not going to change. All it's going to do is make me go, oh, Rage is like Kai said, nah, he got 80,000 people in this shit. Niggas going to go, yo, he Viewbotting. So what?
Oh my God.
It's him saying so what is actually fucking true. It's actually fucking true. It's 100% true. Because no one's going to fucking stop them. Not a single person is going to stop them. Not Twitch. Not any of the mods. Dan Clancy's holding his mangled fucking dick between goon sessions being like, don't you dare stop him.
Legal. Remember, whatever's legal, you should do. Fuck what these niggas think, bro. If you can legally purchase and flip your money, that's what this platform is for. If you don't think that that's what this platform is for, then I want you to take a bottle, I want you to put a bunch of salt on it, and I want you to stick it in your ass and fuck yourself. Because you're a stupid motherfucker.
I gotta watch how I say this, because I'm not trying to advertise the idea of you guys doing it. But in all reality, he's not.
He's right. He's right. Just say he's right, because he is.
Wrong. If the recipe is as simple as go out, buy Viewbots, get...
No, I haven't seen him.
Money back from that and profit off of that, which it is, like in all reality is actually that simple on Twitch. It's like, why would you not take advantage of it? We can say we don't like what he says. We can say like, he's stupid for giving that advice, like earn it the authentic way. But the reality is on Twitch, anybody can do that. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. Here's the thing. We could get mad about that in general and say, well, that's a disingenuous thing to do. You shouldn't talk about like the clearly public things that anybody could do any basic research and find out about this. But the reality is like Twitch has been around for 17 years and that's still the system. Why do we?
Yeah, look, the game has found an exploit and Twitch refuses to patch it out. Are you surprised that a bunch of people are using the exploit? Let's be honest. Honestly, maybe when I do a fucking thing, a speedrun ban on Twitch, maybe what I should do is try and save up enough money to viewbot my channel, crank ads to the max, and see what happens. That's actually, like, I'm actually having that thought in my head right now, and that's fucked up. That's a really fucked up thought to have. Viewbotting live on Twitch, and I'll do the viewbotting live on Twitch, so you can see me doing it.
I don't know if it's different on Twitch. At least they were.
How many viewers do you have on Twitch? I don't know. I keep my viewer count blocked because I don't give a fuck. 31 currently.
Even ban you unless they could.
Do you know why I have 31? It's because I'm not playing Guild Wars 2. And let's be honest, Guild Wars 2 is way better content than me crying and bitching about a problem that only streamers care about. But I can't help myself. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want on my streams.
Because they can see the shit. And
I've got plans for Guild Wars 2, Dean. I've got plans. I'm trying to do this thing where I plan out my streams, right? Because I don't want to be pigeonholed into one game on the off chance that maybe 7 years from now there is actually an MMO that might be fun playing aside from Guild Wars 2.
Basically, like, if they catch you viewbotting, whatever, they'll let you do your thing. They'll let you do it. Good luck getting into the partner program with it. Essentially is what I've heard from it. But the integrity factor depends on the person. Well, why does Twitch not have integrity? Explain that. We can blame the creators all we want. We can blame Ray J for saying this. Twitch has been around for 17 fucking years, gang. You don't think they've had the connections and technology to try to invest a little money into their fucking platform to make a difference? So instead, we point the finger at like the creators
that want to move to Texas,
like willing to do the shit. We yell at them, but it's like the very platform as a foundation allows it to happen. They don't put the roadblocks in to stop it. YouTube does. We literally interviewed the person that owns one of these sites that one day, and they said exactly why the other platforms, or what they do. They invest into proxies or some shit to stop it, or to combat it faster. I guess the idea of stopping bots on anything is super, it's like a losing battle, but there's ways to discover it and snip it in the butt. And the reality is regardless of your fucking pussy feelings, whether you want to agree with it or not, Twitch allows it. Guys, that one girl that got banned for viewbotting and it went viral, she was viewbotting 20 viewers. She wasn't doing anything crazy. It wasn't like...
Don't you fucking dare, Adax. Don't you fucking dare. Just don't motivate people into wasting their money here. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Like life-changing fucking numbers. 20 fucking viewers, which is I heard how a lot of people start. They'll start off in like small doses and like turn it up, work their way up. But there's more ad bots than view bots. Oh yeah, I mean, we don't even talk about that. You guys realize that the reason why ads are pushed down your fucking throats on certain platforms is because large companies with millions of dollars spend a fuck ton of money to make sure the shit gets pushed in front of your fucking face. Those numbers aren't fucking real, but if you ever see on TikTok, somebody does a brand deal, their collabed brand deal has millions of views. That's not real views. It's inflated metrics.
They're not. They're 100%. If there's ever an organization behind any streamer, I'm willing to bet that like 99% of all organizations that exist are viewbotting for those streamers that work with them. 100%. I remember Benji came in here one day and he gave a wild-based take about how that one YouTuber blew the fuck up. And the whole idea was that OTK was trying to prove to advertisers that they can make anyone blow up that they feel like, and therefore give relevant ad revenue and stuff. And the more I've looked into viewbotting and stuff, the more Benji seems like he's 100% fucking right. Like, I have a hard time arguing with the point Benji made that day.
To just push the idea that the video did well. So, you know, like, while we fucking kick and scream at individuals using viewbotting, I also ask too, you know, when we talk in the world of viewbotting, at what point does the platforms and the system themselves be held accountable for taking advantage of the same shit? Guys, you don't think that the inflated numbers over on Twitch helps them get better campaign sales in their ads? Like, that doesn't click at all? Surely it has to. Here's a question. Who's paying to boost the post the same? Wait, what are you talking about with the, when you talk about brand deals? So,
you know what's really funny about this guy talking about this? And I'm not accusing him of this. But do we notice something about where this guy streams? Do you see it? Now, how many bots How many fucking bots have I had to ban in the last week on Kick trying to advertise viewbotting? How many times have I had to go into a Discord, see if I can find them, and find Miracle Growth Expert and try and sell him a black woman or sell him penises in a bucket? I tried to sell him a blue man too. And granted, he wasn't even mad that I was trying to sell him slaves. He was just like, I can boost your slavery business. And he's not the only one. I tried to make that, I mean, you saw me do this live on stream. I was like doing German sex club shit for this guy.
So if a brand comes to me and says, hey, we want to work with you on an ad on TikTok, and we want to push it as well, and they give me $3,000 for the TikTok, then they're also going to pay TikTok to push it. I mean, I guess you can push any content like TikTok tries to trick people into doing. Show business is literally faking it till you make it. It existed in the entertainment industry for decades. Well, that's very true. That's actually something that's very true to point out. And on top of this, at least in this industry, like, okay, let me ask you guys this. What would you guys rather do? Would you guys rather be in Hollywood over the last like 30 years and have to suck some dude's fucking dick literally to get to like the place of success? Or would you just rather view about your stream for a few months and then?
I mean, the way he's putting it, it's sounding like viewbotting's a lot better. Because you know those Hollywood guys have some crinkled ass fucking dicks and STDs on them. You know you suck one of those cocks and your lips are going to be falling off, your teeth are falling out, you got to get veneers. Man, he's making viewbotting look like the best option.
And get to a place of success. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Very base takes. That's the viewbotting situation on Twitch. Everyone's doing it. The safest assumption you have is to assume that everyone's fucking doing it. The next person I wanted to look at on this topic was Carnage himself. The man, the legend, the guy. After you've now been preconditioned, the poll I'm putting in the Twitch chat is, do you think that Carnage view bots?
This could have severe and significant ramifications to the entire I am pretty frustrated with Dan. What if Twitch doesn't have effective tools for identifying and stopping view bots?
They don't.
Twitch has a dedicated viewer bot team.
Yes.
So
what?
They have a viewer bot team and they probably do nothing all day. They probably fuck each other in the office, go home, and then pretend that they didn't just cheat on their wife or husband.
This needs to be more of a thing and not something that's just pushed under the rug like it is now.
Yo, he view botting. So
there we go.
What?
There you go.
Yeah. So Ray J is a streamer. I think he's also a rapper. I think he's pretty popular. I'm not sure, but he seems to have a big following. And he started to stream on Twitch. I think T-Pain.
You know, the funny thing is I have no fucking idea who Ray J is. I'm so far outside of knowing anything about rappers. I put the premium package on white people. I'm white people plus. Do you know who my favorite rappers are? It's old school Eminem and 50 Cent. Or as they call him in Zimbabwe, $500 million.
Pain helped set him up. And then he overnight went from like a few hundred viewers to like 7,000 to 8,000. And you can look on his records, like it's obvious. Yeah. So people started calling him out on it. The difference between what he has done and people in the past is he basically looked right in the camera and said, yeah, I'm viewbotting. Everyone does it. I admit to doing it. It's legal, so I'd be dumb not to do it.
Oh, Rage is like Kai Sanat. He got 80,000 people in his shit. Don't go, yo, he viewbotting. So what? It's legal. Remember, whatever's legal, you should do. If you can legally purchase.
Okay, we've seen this.
Directly.
That's what this platform is for.
Now, that puts this directly in Twitch's lap. Twitch now has to decide, are you just going to be cool with viewbotting or are you going to actually enforce it? Because here's a little known fact. No one really gets ever banned or temp banned for viewbotting ever. It doesn't happen.
It never
happens,
happens,
yeah.
So if this was something that was done to him, it would be one of the first times it's been done. All the worst viewbotters have left the platform in fear of things happening, not because things have actually happened to them. So this is a big thing. Now, Twitch has clearly in the past said language that has led us to think it's not okay. Dan Clancy specifically has made public statements saying that he is not okay with it, which is why everyone is a little confused about why this is happening, especially considering that Dan Clancy welcomed Ray J onto the platform. So, which makes this a little bit more tumultuous. So anyway, that's where we all...
It makes it perfect, actually. It makes it fucking perfect. Oh, thank you for banning that piece of shit kickbotter, 8X. I appreciate that. I'm glad I gave you the mod for that. Fuck any of this viewbotting trash. It's such dog shit.
And the part that already makes this a really shitty situation is the fact that it's already been way too long that Twitch has been quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like, this happened.
I'm going to say this again. Twitch's whole thing, Twitch's little post about we're doing something about the viewbotting, I bet they don't do a fucking thing. That post they made was not for you, that was for advertisers.
Days ago, and nothing has been done. And, people are putting up tweets. Other people are sending direct messages, being like, what the are you doing? This, I hate to say it, but if this may be a very big turning point on Twitch, because if nothing gets done to Ray J, it's just going to start happening everywhere.
Okay, so I think Carnage is being very, benefit of the doubt right now. This is how I felt before I started looking into the botting problem on Twitch. It's been happening forever. It's been happening forever. It's going to keep getting worse. And you know what's going to happen? If by some fucking miracle, Twitch decides that they're actually going to do something about the viewbotting, you know what's going to happen is the viewbotters are just going to get smarter. Or the people who are viewbotting and don't get caught, guess what? That's the perfect advertisement for every dirty little fucking bitch that wants to viewbot to find the perfect service that doesn't get caught by their system.
No reason it won't.
Right.
No reason. The literal only thing that you can't do to actually get banned, and that is actually admitting without, on stream, recorded that you are doing it. The reason no one's ever been banned for viewbots before now is because nobody's been that way. I was about to say that dumb, but I'm not going to say that dumb because Ray J's a new streamer. And it is very clear that this isn't a him being dumb thing. He fully believes he just started bursting onto the scene and he's like, everyone's doing this. I'm doing it too. Like someone, and if no one stops him, he's kind of right, which is what's crazy about
Not he's kind of right. He is right.
this whole situation.
Well, someone told him that everyone is doing it. It makes you think, who else has done this, right?
Everyone.
Who else has done this? Ron, who used to work at Twitch, I don't think he no longer does, but he said himself, it has happened. If Twitch had proof, I myself banned a lot of channels. We had a lot of channels that admitted or even showed the dashboard of the bots, and Twitch suspended the channels. So he himself.
Hold on. It has happened. I don't believe this. Post proof. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. Kick, Twitch, all of them are viewbotting. The only platform I think that can maybe say they do something about viewbotting is maybe YouTube. And I don't think they even catch all the viewbotters there. Because honestly, after looking into Goon Software, the Roach Master himself, how the fuck did this man pop off from 40 viewers to 1,000 in the space of 1 month? I don't believe at any point in time that motherfucker didn't bot his way up there. I honestly don't. After all the lies he's told, after all the fucking doubling down, after the fact that he just goes, actually about it. Hold on. Sorry. But did you know I worked at Blizzard? That's every fucking response he always has to everything. So obviously, that rat fuck, I wouldn't put it past him to bot as well. If you lie about one thing and you get caught, I have zero reason to believe that this piece of shit's not going to lie about a whole bunch of other stuff.
But those are people who admitted it.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, has there ever been a case of somebody getting banned
Excuse me, that's for later research.
for viewbotting that is not admitted it?
Yeah,
I have 100,000 viewers, but I'm not doing this. As far as I knew, no one had ever been hit for that. That's different. I would love to get informed on that.
This is former Twitch employee, so he's no longer
Okay.
representing Twitch. He's representing himself. So I don't want. If he doesn't answer, he doesn't answer. But it's the type of thing where you start to wonder, well, someone told him that it is the common thing. It is the normal thing, right? So who knows? You start to wonder, well, who else is doing it, right? Who told him that? Who is he going to drop names? You start thinking, are there other big channels that do this?
If they don't go after that, why would they do anything? Why would they even spend resources to try to combat that?
Hold on. Bots are just going to get better people streaming for 2K AI viewers. That's just what I said, Engine. That's literally what I said, is that the bots are just going to keep getting better. You know, there's that whole fight. I don't know if anyone knows about this. You know, the scan blockers that certain vehicles have that like block out trackers of cars that are like lifted or hijacked. You know how like police then started getting detectors to detect the scan blockers, and then the scan blockers evolved to block out the police detectors, and then the police had to go back and get another blocker that detected the thing blocking the original, and it just like started an arms race. We're watching the beginning of this happen now with botting. That's exactly what the fuck's going to happen now.
If they don't care if people do it. And I think this situation is going to start showing like maybe they just don't care. Maybe that shit.
Also, do I say this? Yeah, fuck it, it's all bots anyway, right? Every last one of you pieces of shit are bots. I'm a bot, you're a bot. Might as well say it. How many times do you suppose that this person had to suck the fucking schmegma out of Dan Clancy's wrinkled little ding-dong to get her face posted here on the Twitch notes? It's just a question. I think it's valid. I think it's a valid question. We've seen what Dan Clancy watches. We've seen what he does. Reporting to DJ Clancy. Don't worry, Moonstone. He'll only look at this Twitch stream when I'm long dead and someone shot me in the street.
Disabled at Twitch, and they just know.
I can't cut into his goon time. What do you want me to say?
Longer care. Maybe it's all metrics over everything. They don't care if it comes from bots. But you know, it's whatever they got to do. They got to do. Say something.
So
I had dinner with me and Dan Clancy.
Yeah. Okay.
And we talked about this issue.
Okay. He had dinner with Dan Clancy. Do you think Dan Clancy tried to fuck him? That's the real question. Is this the new Harvey Weinstein? I mean, we know that Twitch has had problems with people getting partner for sex before, right? Did the problem go away, or did it just get escalated until one of them was in charge?
At length, and that was 2 years ago, and shortly before the F Extra Life stuff happened. So that was when that big push happened initially.
Yeah,
that kind of like started the whole thing, and then unfortunately after that, it.
Did you see the date in that? 2023, which means they've done fucking nothing between now and then.
Completely died. It was like that initiative disappeared.
Why does he look like a sex pest? You should find the clips of Dan Clancy going through all the Gooner streams that he does. I can't wait until one day Dan Clancy registers that he's been in the wrong fucking channel all the way over here on Twitch. What he's really got to do
like this
is he's got to go into the old school RuneScape category, and he's got the ultimate goon material sitting right here. I don't know what, I've said this before. Old school Goonscape has some bitches with some fat tits in them. Somewhere in here is Humongous. I don't know if she's offline right now. I can't even remember her name. She only had 2 things to offer in her stream, but damn were they an impressive 2 things.
Supposed to be a whole bunch of follow-up stuff to that just never happened. And now here we are. The biggest thing that I'm most concerned about is it's like this could have severe and significant.
Wait. There we go. Filter's got the link. Filter just outed himself as the Ultra Gooner. Filter's got that shit on lock. Fucking god damn. Look at that. Engaging gameplay. Holy shit. Copyrighted music as well. Jesus.
To get ramifications to the entire platform. I am pretty frustrated with Dan. Like on a I am using your platform as a contractor level.
Yeah.
You are not being more responsible.
Okay. Look, Seiki, you cannot blame me. But sometimes I feel like I should just keep my stream on permanently and just leave her channel open whenever I gotta go like take a shit or something. I bet half her chat is full of, no, go back, I wasn't finished. Jesus Christ.
In making sure the people that give you money for advertisements know that those numbers are real numbers, that they're seeing. I'm pretty frustrated at him for not doing his job properly and making sure that that's public knowledge.
Sure.
And if he doesn't do this, every single streamer on this platform should be very frustrated with him in that position doing what he's doing. So like this is a big deal. Like if Viewbotting gets allowed on this platform, Like every current metric, like River, all the big data stuff, it all goes off public information. All of that becomes garbage if it's just flooded with fake numbers all the time. So it's impossible to track, like for anything. Everything loses value when you can't. There's no. Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous if that actually does not. If nothing gets done about it. Yeah, you kill the platform for advertising. You kill the platform completely if advertisers pull out. I'm gonna bring up something here though, because I was just saying there. I was like, I'm frustrated. Dan isn't saying anything.
She's a Twitch streamer due to being paralyzed from the waist down because of those honkers. That's the perfect woman, Ashura. She can't run away from you.
I'm mad at him for not addressing it. But then that led me to think, what if he can't say anything about it? Because what if Twitch can't do anything about it? What if Twitch doesn't have effective tools?
What if Twitch doesn't want to do anything about it is the right train of thought to have here. Think about it this way. Twitch gets money from advertisers, right? Twitch gets money from anyone who subs and they take half of that away or 70% or whatever the fuck. I bet that however many subs anyone gives to any fucking streamer, I bet that's like a drop in the fucking bucket. Advertisers is the biggest monetary pull that Twitch has. And that incentivizes them to do fucking nothing about viewbotting. Because if they do that and everyone loses their viewers, every advertiser goes, why the fuck are we paying this platform any money whatsoever? They are incentivized to keep as many viewbots as possible. It's a win-win-lose for advertisers. It's a win for the fucking streamers who start to they start to walk around like their shit doesn't stink. It's a win for Twitch because they're scamming the advertisers, and the only one losing out is the advertisers. And in the world of streaming, YouTube content creation, or any of that, look at YouTube. YouTube's the biggest fucking platform off of what? Ads. What was the worst thing that happened to YouTube? Was the adpocalypse back in the day. That's the worst thing that ever happened to them. In this world, everyone thinks advertisers have infinite amounts of money.
We're identifying and stopping viewbots.
Ron made some more, I think, noteworthy comments in the chat. He said, Twitch has been doing a lot against bot for years. A lot of bots are filtered out, but many aren't. It's just the classic
bullshit.
Cat and mouse game. We always had a bot in Slack. We could type in the channel and it would show exactly how many bots were in that channel and where they came from. Twitch has a dedicated viewer bot team. So
what? Wait, you're telling me they could?
I bet that's what Dan Clancy calls his harem.
So at this point, there's no way they don't know about that situation, and maybe they're like having a conversation behind the scenes or something. If they go up and ban him, you have to deal with the social clapback of that towards the platform, and that might be even worse than a couple of disgruntled streamers. Right?
You think that there would have been a big social pushback if Twitch had banned somebody who admitted to viewbotting on stream?
Yeah.
After all the other bans that go on all the time vacuously?
Yeah. People are stupid.
If they really cared about that, they would have done something about their actual ban system years ago.
True.
Yes. And they don't give a shit about it. They genuinely do not give a shit about this.
It is a complete cluster that is messed up and has stories about it 10 times a month. So the idea that would stop them in this regard is kind of...
The old internet would call Rose a fucking retard and it wouldn't be bots. I would love that, Faith. You know how good it feels to see someone get emotional in a Twitch stream or in a YouTube comment? Do you know how fucking good that feels? Because number one, it's one of my favorite pastimes is to fuck with people and try and see how upset I can get them. Number two, I prefer human beings who fucking hate me over goddamn clankers in the chat. That's right, we have racial slurs for robots now.
It is a weak argument. I agree with that. Yeah, it is a weak argument.
I don't know.
But I do think that when it comes to big creators, Twitch has to handle big creators with kid gloves because of the clapback from their audience.
But okay. I get like a Kai, right? 100K. I get it. I think wasn't he averaging like 500 or so? This is like a classic like viewbotting to get ahead experience. This isn't like Drake coming to stream on the platform or Kai Sanat or something.
I see what you're saying.
So why would, especially in this case, if you had 15,000 people base and you bought it to 100, that's one thing. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it would line up here. But the big thing is like whatever Twitch is doing, I hope they're trying to be at least somewhat smart behind the scenes about it.
Yes.
From a layman, from an outside.
I've never watched a Kai stream, so I can't really judge him on this, right? I don't know if Kai is botting or not. Would any of you know, how good is Kai? Because as far as I've seen, Kai's content's pretty interesting. He does a lot of cool shit. He brings on a lot of celebrities. He does a lot of interesting stuff that no one else is doing. I'm willing to believe that Kai is probably one of the 20% I spoke about that doesn't need to bot because he just does such interesting content. right? Look at me, look at any other streamer, and we're just a bunch of fat retards sitting in a chair commenting on most things or playing a video game. This fucking guy's got like some fucking star of the week rapper twerking on his fucking stream every other week. Like, I'm willing to bet he doesn't need to bot. He's probably killing it because he's just got content that's that good and appeals to a younger audience below the age of maybe 5 months old. But like, that is really, really interesting. I'll say this right now. If I was a younger man, if I was fucking under the age of 15, I would probably be watching Kai streams nonstop. It would be such a problem. I'd probably start talking in Ebonics. I'd start like mimicking the way he speaks. I know that people have made fan animations and fan content of Kai Cenat, so there's no way his entire audience is just bots. I don't think he has to bot. Same with Speed. I don't think Speed has to bot. They do interesting shit. Speed did a whole thing where he went to China and did a whole bunch of interesting shit that was really awesome. Sponsored by the CCP. I'm willing to bet they did a bunch of shit that was super, super interesting to a group of audiences that they don't need to care about that. Also, good night, Edward.
In layman, it looks like they're doing nothing and it looks terrible. So that's with the information I have, this looks incredibly not well managed and very unprofessional. End of story though. I wish they were more transparent with all this stuff. I wish they were more plugged in with us. Like, let's talk about the viewbotting, why we can't do it. Like this needs to be more of a thing and not something that's just pushed under the rug like it is now. It's just festering and like people don't get it. Nobody really knows what's going on or what's going to happen.
Okay, so not really any new information. So like of these other videos,
I eat ass.